You have one new message. Playing message received at 3:49 a.m.
Hey there. Uh, it's Sara, in case you couldn't tell. I heard you've been asking around for me, and, I wanted to call you, but turns out I'm kind of a coward, and I couldn't muster up the courage, so here I am calling you at 4 a.m., so I know you won't be awake, and I can do this through a voicemail. Sorry for how shitty that is. I've been gone for a few days now, is the thing. I went out of state, visiting my uncle for a little bit. Not that I was escaping from you or anything, but, well, okay, maybe that was part of it. But they offered, and the timing was pretty good, so, yeah, I'm sorry for just disappearing on you. I've I've been thinking a lot about myself, about who I am, what I want from life, about you. Fuck, I've been thinking a lot, an awful lot about you. You live in my head, dude. It's torture sometimes. Not because, um, whatever. My uncle is, bisexual. My dad doesn't really talk to him much anymore. Not after Mom left. And I think it probably has something to do with it. Honestly, one of the reasons he still lets me go visit is probably because he ended up with a wife. They're nice people, good people, and I never thought he was wrong or weird or gross for being the way he is. But the way my parents would talk about him when Mom was still here gets in your head, you know. Not that my dad's a bigot. He tries his best. He just, I don't know. At home, the mentality is like, just be normal. Just fit in, you know. And I never was too good at that. Being like the others. And I mean, I knew my dad knew about the rumors. He knows what people say about me around campus. I mean, he and Melanie's parents still talk, for God's sake, them being benefactors of the school and all. Oh, that probably doesn't. I'll explain later. The point is, I had a talk with my uncle. Told him about these feelings. Told him about you. I know, it's a lot, but I just needed to talk to someone, and, well, he said a lot of things that made a lot of sense. A lot of things I needed to hear, and, I'm ready to talk. I'll be going back home tomorrow. If you have time, I've texted you an address. It's, my house. I'll be there alone. Dad's off to see his parents for a few days, so, yeah, I'll be there. if you don't hate my guts by now. I'm sorry for leaving. That's it. I'll see you. I hope. Just, block me or something if you want me to leave you alone from now on. I'll understand. Alright. Bye. Oh, you came? Hold on. I'll open the gate for you. I know. It's a big house. And yes, I live here, and yes, we have a gate. Just come in. I'll explain. Just go in through the front door. It's unlocked.
One second, just wait, stay down there, or like, find a place to sit. Just, yeah, 1 second. Okay, just don't be too shocked, okay? Alright, coming down now. Hi. Yeah, I just felt like I needed a change. So yeah. You hate it. No, it's fine. I know it's a big change. All of a sudden, I disappear and come back with new hair and a new color. And, I'm glad to see you. I said I'm glad you came. I don't know. I thought I'd fucked things up between us. Let's sit down. Come on. Living room is this way. There's a lot to catch you up on since, well, if you wanted to ruin my life, you had plenty of opportunities, so you might as well know the whole story. Here, come sit. You want anything to drink or anything? Are you hungry? Yeah, I'll go get you something. Wait, you, sit. Okay, here. I brought some cookies if you want. I'll just leave them there. Sorry, you must be really confused. I have to gather myself. Nervous? No, well, maybe. Can I sit next to you? Is that okay? Okay. So, the house. Yeah, my dad's pretty well off. He used to be some kind of, big business guy, I think. Never really understood what he did. Some Wall Street bullshit, or whatever. He had a pretty good business startup thing that grew way out of hand, and then he decided he didn't want it, so he sold it off for big money, and yeah. Ta-da! Big house with gates and open plan kitchens and king-size beds and a pool we never use. I don't really tell many people about it because, well, okay. My dad is sort of, kind of the head of the campus. He's head of a couple throughout the state, actually. Some outside of it, too. He pivoted from business to education, and, yeah, our school, the one we go to, is also his. It's kind of the whole reason I got in with my mediocre ass grades. I don't really talk about it, obviously, because if everyone knew, it'd make me look even worse, and everyone would go tell my dad every single thing I do, and I don't know, I've got enough problems with that as it is. I'm pretty sure the only reason Melanie hasn't spread that shit around is because her parents are rich as fuck themselves and major benefactors to the school, which is how she got in. We're both here because of nepotism. I just don't pretend I actually earned it. That's the difference. I assume you've heard the voicemail. Did you listen to it, or did you just blindly go to the address I texted you? Okay, good. Not that I'm dangerous, but it saves a bit of explaining. Being gay, I don't know how my dad would react to it. He's never really said too much directly bad stuff, but he likes to keep things on campus, kind of clean. And he's never really tackled any kind of, like, anti-gay stuff happening on campus. And I don't know if it's because he agrees with it, or if... I don't know. It just freaked me out. I felt like if anyone saw us or discovered we were doing the things we were doing, my dad could find out, and I don't know what that could mean. It might mean nothing, but he might kick me out of the house or expel me, or I don't know. Whatever they do to people like me. And I kind of realized I was scared about even feeling these things, because if I could just ignore it and push it away and get through school without having to deal with anyone, I could just go off and do some whatever job somewhere, live in some apartment, and maybe down the line collect a nice inheritance and not have to worry about much. But you were such a risk, but still, you were just so fucking annoying, you know? Yeah, you have any idea how much you infuriated me sometimes? I couldn't stand seeing your face. I don't know why, something about you just pissed me off. You were so sweet and likable and charming and funny and capable and everything I couldn't be. So, when you said the things you said that one time beside the library, when you kissed me out of nowhere, by the way, it was insane. You're insane. saw an opportunity to find out what made you so special. Why you pissed me off so bad. To see if I could, I don't know, rile you up enough to find some freaky, twisted side. And I mean, I sorta did. But it was only with me, and only when I offered, and it just fucking ruined my brain chemistry or something. I just couldn't stop once we started, and then that night in your dorm room happened, and I felt like I had fucked up, like I'd done something that I couldn't take back, because after that there was no way to deny that I couldn't hide who I was anymore. I was fine assuming I was gay or something and just ignoring it and pushing it down for later, pushing it down until I could get out of here and find somewhere less suffocating. You ruined my plans. And now I'm making stupid decisions like going to my bi uncle and getting my hair cut and dyed black, which my dad is going to kill me for, by the way, and invite the girl I abandoned after a night together to my house and revealing some of my deepest secrets. And now I can't go back. And I don't want to. Listen, I've been talking nonstop, and I promise it's going somewhere. So here, I admit I'm a fuck up. I smoke, I suck at school, I'm violent, I'm mean and insecure, and have a dad who's in every part of my life, and a mom who left it without ever saying why, and I have no right to ask anything of you, so I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm really sorry for bullying you and pulling you into this stupid fucking deal and making everything so goddamn complicated all of the time, and I don't know how I'll change. I have no idea, really. Some part of me feels like I'll always be the emotionally constipated, angry dropout to be, no matter how hard I try, but the hair is a pretty good start, I think. So, all I really ask of you is, if you can forgive me. And if maybe, just maybe, we can be friends. What? Yes, friends. Is that not okay? I mean, it would be ridiculous of me to expect anything more, right? I mean, I ruined your life at school, I've led you on, I humiliated you constantly, even did some really violating things to you and left you in complete radio silence for days. I just thought you'd probably never want to try. What do you mean try? No, I know I haven't asked you, but I felt like even asking you was... Ow! Okay, fine. I do... Well, if you'd be okay with it, would you I don't know, wanna hang out sometime? Oh, okay, fine. Do you want to go out on a date? Will you go out with me? Okay, no, hey, okay, I get it. But I'm still figuring stuff out, okay? I just want to dip my toe in first. Get used to the water instead of just jumping in the deep end, so don't push me, okay? I feel things for you, I know that, but I want to be sure. I don't want to mess this up any more than I already have. So, not girlfriends. Not yet. Though, maybe, eventually I'd like that. You're very close. Are you gonna... Mm. 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 Skipping a few steps. Though I guess you always do. Mm. 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 Thanks for saying yes. I promise I will, try to be less of a shit. Don't encourage me away from my positive change here. Oh, okay, maybe I can still be a little bit of a shit. But only a healthy amount. And only to people who deserve it. Sure, like Melanie. Isn't she your friend? Oh, wow, she meant it, Not anymore. Shows her moral backbone. Not that I can talk. Hey, if you do wanna, like, date, do you just wanna, like, watch a movie or something? Our TV is pretty fancy and our couch is pretty big, so... And, I mean, I'd like to try, cuddling. Oh, okay, stop. I am not a mush. I'm exploring my identity. It's very different. Yeah, I know. But, what do you say? Really? Okay, yes, I should stop being surprised, but damn. Okay. Fuck. Do you want to get some stuff from home, or, like, do you want to borrow some of mine? Okay, I should have a hoodie big enough to fit you. Here, let me show you to the, Okay, just so you know, I didn't pick this name for the home theater. Dad did. But let me show you to the Octagon. No, it isn't a cool name. The room isn't even octagonal. It is a hexagon. I checked. But because they're screens, he says, look, it doesn't make sense. Trust me. He's just stubborn, and he looked at the plans wrong, and then when I pointed it out, he was just defending his point just because he didn't want to lose an argument.